Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and welcome to NerdTube. And I'm here with the Flasher, also known as the Ginger Greek, because we are about to do a trailer reaction to The Flash trailer Boogaloo. You ready for this, my son?
About as ready as chalk entering anally with cheese.
There we go. Give us the whole movie in 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, they normally
I
do.
lost my parents. That pain.
You lost
made me
them
who
about
I
50
am.
years ago, mate. Get over it.
I spent a lifetime trying to right the wrongs of the past. As if fighting crime would bring my parents
hell?
back. You actually
Fan
did.
service.
I can't imagine what you've been through. I love you, Monkey.
Monkey.
We lost both parents in one day.
Racist.
I went back in time to save my parents. But instead, I completely broke the universe.
If you went back and changed the past, this world must die.
Lovely.
Change the future.
Do you know what this symbol stands for?
Titties.
Hope, right?
I will help you fight Zod.
You want to get nuts?
Oh, God.
Let's get nuts.
No, why? No. You fucking ruined the movie already. They had to do it. They had to do it.
Fan service.
I have to undo what I did.
These scars we have make us who we are. We're not meant to go back and fix them. Don't let your tragedy define you.
What did you do?
I touched kids.
Oh.
No matter what we do, we're not going to be able to fix this. No! Nobody dies!
You're strapped to your parachutes.
And where's yours?
Jesus.
You know, seeing this trailer, it almost feels like a Justice League movie.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You know, we got the Flash. All right, we got another Flash, but we got Supergirl. We got a Batman in there.
We were
Yeah,
meant
I
to have the
mean,
other Batman as well. They cut
yeah,
his scenes
we
out.
will.
And Gal
We
Gadot.
did see. Oh, and we have Chris Johnson with us as well.
Oh, hello.
Hello,
All
Chris.
right.
Did you see
Hey.
the trailer by any chance?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep.
What are your thoughts?
Okay.
I think it looks ace. I'm a big fan of Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the comic book, yeah.
Yeah.
The comic book is phenomenal. This one, it kind of goes into the multiverse rather than changing the past, though. I feel
Yeah, it does.
so. It's not. It doesn't feel like the comic book, which I mean, it's fine. Like, you know, if something like looks good, you can always take liberties with the concept, because it's like, okay, well, look, we have the comic book. While it's nice to see that verbatim make it to the big screen, sometimes when you get a different version of it, it's fine as long as it's good. But for me, this looks like a lot of flashbang wallop, pretty generic DC. So it's better to get somebody like you who's a big fan of this kind of stuff, get your opinions on it.
Yeah, it's definitely, it does feel slightly different from the other DC movies which had just been out. You know, like the Black Adam and Shazam, and I think it's going back to sort of Snyderish. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
but I
sort
mean,
of got
so
gone past Snyder, though, hasn't it? Really?
yeah, it had a bit more color than a Snyder film
Yeah.
would. So it's surpassed Snyder
Did
already.
I say trying to be epic? Maybe almost. You know, like it's
Yes.
supposed to have some sort of like consequence. This film regarding the rest of the universe, however that plays out. Like, you know, if we don't do this now, James Gunn might not ever get a fucking film made after this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is the big
You know,
reset, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm personally hoping that one of the other Ezra Miller is my favorite supervillain of all time, the Reverse Flash, because I really love that character. I think he's just the best, and I'm hoping that Ezra's alternative self is that person playing coy the whole time. But we'll see how that pans out. General Zod looks like he could possibly be the main villain as well. There's so much going on here.
I don't get what's happened so that Zod comes into it, unless that's Zod from that Supergirl's universe, not their current universe. And so they've kind of switched universes or something.
I think it's the white because I think it's changed time, so there is no Superman.
Yeah, but the thing is that Superman's meant to appear in this film. He was meant to, but they've cut him out. But to your point, maybe he appears before he goes back in time and changes things. Yeah, I mean, for me, that's the interesting thing is because it's such a big departure from the comic book. It'll be interesting to see what they've done with it. What kind of direction they're taking with it. Like, I'm not hyped for it, but unlike a lot of the other DC films, like recently Shazam and all that, I will give this a watch just to see what they do with it. Zam, what are your thoughts? You really say much?
Yeah, I want to see how this pans out. I have to say, a lot of my interest goes back to the fact that this film has been quite heavily praised by people who have seen it, and so I'm hoping that it's as good as it can be. Hopefully, it should be. Not too happy with some of the member berries. I mean, I don't want to crush on nostalgia too much. I'm a big fan of it, but my eyes almost rolled up to the back of my head when Michael Keaton said, "Do you want to get nuts?" And it's like, just shut the fuck up, mate.
Yeah,
you already had me on board on this project. You don't need to do this.
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
just hope they don't drag that out a bit.
Yeah, and
stuff like that, Yeah,
I don't get the hype behind that line. Like, I've never understood it. Like, everyone kind of quotes back to that. I'm like, all right, it's just he says, "Let's get nuts," and he gets shot. Big fucking deal.
Well, you've seen some of the memes, like you got Bruce Wayne going, "You want to get nuts?" And then the next picture is him and fucking Joker in a shop buying some nuts. yeah. And like it's become memed. It's become so many things have come from it, not just the actual phrase itself. So in a way, people remember that, but just Michael Keaton coming back is all you need. You don't need all the fucking catchphrases. Just say I'm Batman, and that's good enough. You know what I mean?
Well, this is it.
All of this,
yeah.
Like I'd rather he say, maybe he squares up to General Zod. He goes, "You want to get nuts?" That works. But him just saying it casually, like, what are you doing? Why are you saying it so casually? It's just so ridiculous. It's just. I am looking for. Look, this film can go in many directions. It's really weird. There's a lot going on here. It feels like it might have to be like a 3-hour movie for it to work. I don't know what the length is, but
it's quite a long film. I think it's well over 2.5 hours.
Yeah, so that's a good thing.
So I don't know if they're gonna cut bits off or not, but
apparently it's still edited from the original version.
Yeah, it's heavily. They've done a lot of changes and things like that.
And I want to see that director's cut as well.
For me,
again,
like I've said many times before, that they filmed a few scenes up the road from my house for this film. Like Ezra Miller and his stunt double were in just up the road from my house, filming at some supermarket. So my curiosity is to see if that scene is still in there, because it just kept filming him like running in and then running out, and that was it. So I'll be interested to see what they did with that, if that's still in there or if it's now edited out.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot that that's going to be coming from this movie, and I do look forward to seeing them making this work and leading us in a direction that will be post Snyderverse and into the James Gunn universe, because that's really what I'm most interested in seeing, is how they're going to pull that off.
Yeah,
because that's really what it's about. This film is leading us into that universe. This is that reboot. You know, is it going to be in the? I mean, is that reboot going to be in the 30-second end credit scene? You know what I mean? And we see the new Superman pop up, and it's the guy James Gunn hired or some shit like that. I mean, there's so much to come from this.
There's a lot to kind of riding on it to see. I don't know why they're bringing out Aquaman after the fact, though. It kind of makes that film redundant.
I think apparently it's redundant anyway. Apparently it's a bag of old shit.
Yeah. I've been hearing that. It's a lot like this. The test audiences have not taken to it, which is a shame, really. But the first one was all right. It was not as good as people made it out to be, but it was.
It was okay.
So that's a good. I like the action scenes, and Black Manta I thought was great casting. Those were my positives from it. Like the action scenes were really well shot. But I think they had to either they're replacing Amber Heard and refilming her scenes, or like her scenes were just really bad and they're reshooting them or some shit like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what car crash that is when it comes out.
That's why I wouldn't be going to the cinema to see that.
No. I mean,
well, apparently Warner Brothers are really pissed off because their films are not making bank because people know about the reboot. But what did you expect was going to happen?
Yeah, they shouldn't have announced anything until after the last film came out. It was just really stupid idea. Like James Gunn and Sasquatch, or the other guy, Sasarav, or the other guy that they got in, they should have done the deal behind the closed doors, not announced anything, waited for, I think Aquaman 2 is the last film, and then just as soon as all those were done, then come out and announce it. But they ballsed it up. And so people are like, well, why am I going to watch this? Shazam bombed. Flash will make bank. Flash will make bank. I guarantee that's going to make bank. Because regardless of what happens, we know that there's the reset coming there. Michael Keaton's Batman, Ben Affleck's Batman, who is criminally underrated, by the way.
Yeah.
And I prefer him to... oh god, what's the other guy? Christian Bale's Batman.
It's like what's it called? Dark Knight Rises. I hated that one.
Oh yeah, couldn't stand that film. Absolutely made no sense at all. The plot just made no bloody sense. But
I think Ben Affleck's going to have a very small part to play in this movie. Probably, in my opinion.
Probably, but
it's more Michael Keaton than him.
Yeah. But there's interest there for people to go watch it, because I mean the hype's still there regardless of what turd Ezra Miller is as well. So that's going to make bank. Aquaman and Blue Beetle I don't think are going to make any money at all. And yeah, I mean Blue Beetle, from what I saw, it just looks so bloody generic.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, very Power Rangers. And it's just like, oh god, here we go, just another bloody origin story. And so, yeah, once Aquaman's done, then the interesting stuff comes. So, that's all I have to say. Yeah. Anything you guys want to add before we head off?
No, not really.
I don't want to see another goddamn trailer, because the problem is with DC is they just give us more and more tidbits, and then everything's revealed. I mean, Doomsday being revealed in the Batman vs Superman trailer was unforgivable.
Yeah,
because in my opinion, I think people might have, a reveal like that can make or break a film. I think people might have liked Batman vs Superman if Doomsday was revealed in the movie and not in the fucking trailer. And by the way, I do like Batman vs Superman, the director's cut, where you see Clark Kent being an investigator, trying to find out who the Batman is and stuff like that. That's really good. But yeah, Batman versus Superman, it could have been better just if they didn't give away the reveals. I really think that plays a massive part in the film's success and how people feel about it. People are going to watch that movie. It's Batman versus Superman. You don't need to give anything more away. You know what I mean?
They need to show them two and Wonder Woman, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, hype!" I was hyped until I saw the film, and then the film was like,
yeah, exactly.
Worst,
so no,
it's not the worst. Like there were elements I like. Again, Batman was fucking great in it.
no, even this movie, like, did we really need to know that Zod was going to be in this movie? That would have been a bit of a lovely surprise in my opinion, if we didn't realize. And you could give away all the good guys, but you didn't have to give away all the bad guys. And I'm hoping
exactly. The villains are what sell this.
I'm really, really hoping that Zod is not the only villain. I'm really hoping for Reverse Flash. I think Reverse Flash needs to be in this movie.
It actually looks like it though. There is
the second
black,
Ezra.
Yeah, the black suited Flash.
Yeah,
you keep seeing glimpses of him.
Yeah, I think there is definitely going to be another either Zoom or Reverse Flash in this. So yeah,
but they gotta make it work, because I don't want it to be like fucking Black Adam, where they gave that devil guy like last 5 minutes of the movie. Like, this particular villain needs to be in the film in some capacity, whether he's someone who like pops in, pops out, and then we get him at the end, or he was amongst them all along. He needs to be there. We need his presence, and someone like Reverse Flash needs to be honored as well. You can't just have him for the last 5 minutes of the film. That'd be fucking stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So yeah.
All
right, then. Cool. I think we're done, fellas. Everyone out there in YouTube land, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube, and give us your thoughts on this particular trailer and what do you think of our opinions. Take care now. Bye-bye.